What is up, niggas? It's your boy, Chad Goldstein. Let's get right into the news. Let's see what we got in the news today and shit like that, bro. Let's see what Yo, Chad, why don't y'all fuck with me, bro? Why don't y'all fuck with me, bro? Please, bro. I ain't do nothing to y'all. For our first story today. Hoarder parent sentenced to 1 to 4 years in prison after daughter 3 dies from lice infestation in horrific. Holy shit. How did they get 1 to 4 years for this? What? They got 1 to 4 years for bro, this house looks crazy. This is like, bro, this cannot happen over a week or a month. Like, this is like years of bullshit. How did they, bro, who was their lawyer?
Had rotting teeth, drugs in her system like clonidine that were not prescribed to her, and a long-term infestation of lice so severe that it drained her blood and led to anemia. And all of
She got lice so bad it drained her blood and gave her anemia, and she had drugs in her system that wasn't prescribed. How are they getting 1 to 4 years? What the, bro? I've seen motherfuckers get higher drink on weed charges.
That put too much of a strain on her little body. It was just too much to bear. Judge Davis sentenced Matthew Diabolical to the maximum for the charge. That's 1 1/3 to 4 years in state prison. And he noted that the
maximum charge
crime is deserving of more. Diabolical was given the chance to speak, and he took it.
I totally wish that didn't happen. I wish it was me that died instead of my daughter, and I still think that to this day. I have thoughts about it all the time. I constantly think about it.
Man, Matthew, Destiny 2 looking ass nigga. Bro, this nigga knew what he was doing though, bro. She don't randomly get drugs in her system though, bro. Like, come on, bro. Your house is so dirty that being in the space creates lice. Lice, nigga? Lice?
There's nothing that's ever going to change that, ever. And I still want to die so I could be with her.
Officials say little Joycelyn.
That's ridiculous though, bro. RP to her though, bro. In GTA 6, players will be able to hunt down abandoned cars and restore them in a new classic car collection activity. We get some gameplay, no gameplay, just photos and shit like those. We just photos and shit like those. It's cool though. Definitely cool though. Let's see, for our next story today. Prayers out to Venezuela as more than 50,000 people are missing following the devastating earthquakes in Venezuela and shit like those, bro. Yesterday they had crazy ass earthquakes that happened. A lot of buildings fell. And shit like that. A lot of people are missing. Crazy ass earthquake. I'm not gonna lie to you. Wasn't that in Thailand? No, that was years ago. Venezuela had an earthquake yesterday. Prayers out to the entire country. Very crazy, bro. Like, just even imagining being in a building, bro, and the shit just crumbling in seconds, bro. You just happen to be in the shit is crazy, bro. That's actually insane. It was a 7.2 to 7.5 magnitude earthquake yesterday. Let's see, for our next story today.
Yo, gang.
You would think that these teachers would, like, first of all, you shouldn't even want to do, like, this type of activity. But you would think teachers would look at this shit happening every other week to other teachers and think,
hey, maybe I don't want to fucking ruin my life.
Most of the time, they'd be married, too, bro. She said, Douglas County, Georgia, at Alexander High School, 25-year-old former teacher, Maris Nichols. Nah, bro. Yo, and I'm surprisingly seeing more and more women do it. Like, that's the thing that's catching me off guard. I'm seeing more and more women do it. Like, every time we look at Adame's live joint, I swear weekly, it's always a new woman coming out doing it and shit like that. Not to say men don't do it, though, because, you know, men, you know what I'm saying? But, like, I'm seeing women doing it. It's kind of catching me off guard, bro, because you could literally just get on a dating app and get some dick. Dead ass serious. Like, why are you doing illegal shit and you don't, bro, you dead ass never have to do shit like this in your life, bro.
This is the indictment that lists the 27 counts former Alexander High School teacher Maris Nichols now faces. She's accused of charges that...
How do you know, bro? Y'all don't remember when Salah cosplayed as a woman on Tinder?
And then got like 20 matches of men trying to fuck?
Include several counts of first-degree improper sexual contact by an employee, sexual exploitation of children, grooming grooming, and child molestation.
Wow.
The indictment alleges Nichols had sex with students on and off campus and even assisted in recording a minor in a lewd act.
Wow.
The indictment also alleges Nichols used computers and social media to entice a student and sent another nude photographs. The warrants indicate Nichols faces tampering with evidence after she tried to get a student to delete text messages and photographs. Nichols had been out on bond on
whole time she getting like 3 years max, bro. She getting like 3 years, bro.
House arrest after she was initially arrested on improper sexual contact charges. Prosecutors had filed a motion to revoke that bond after alleging Nichols repeatedly violated conditions of the bond.
Why did she even get bond in the first place? They said she violated her bond
85 times.
She violated her bond 85 times?
This is the indictment that lists the 27 counts former Alexander High School teacher Maris Nichols.
Bro, she has 27 counts. She has 27 counts, and she's violated her motherfucking bond 85 times. This story's gonna come back up. I guarantee they're giving her, like, at max 3 years, bro. At max. These type of crimes, bro, regardless, should just, like, niggas should just get maximum sentences for this. No funny shit. But, bro, if a black nigga had a weed charge, I promise you, bro, getting at least 8. Maybe he gets some time served. Bro, getting 8. At the bare minimum and shit like that. She seemed like she getting bond. She getting bond, first of all. That's crazy. She's getting bond in the first place. I don't know though, bro. What the fuck, bro? What the fuck? TK55. Okay, well, let's TK kind of, you know, he deserved that. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. LeVar Ball gets emotional, revealing his wife of 30 years filed for divorce. She suffered a stroke, but he never left. Damn, bro, that's tough, right?
With my wife, you know, who Tina decided.
This nigga, like, Neon just be popping niggas on stream. What the fuck is LeVar Ball doing with Neon?
To go her own way. That's why you don't see it right here. But she want to go do something else, that's fine with me. We had our run. So even though she had the stroke and getting older, she would never be like, oh man, she was always beautiful in my eyes until you say, I want to go do something else.
Yeah.
Now you're not as beautiful to me again. And the fact that if you decide to go this way, I'm going to go that way, that's fine.
That's deep.
It is what it is, man.
Damn, that sucks, bro. To be married for somebody for 30 years and then get a divorce after that sucks, bro. That sucks, man. Let's see, for our next story today, we have GTA 6 story will reportedly be broken up into chapters like Red Dead Redemption 2. Will GTA 6 be game of the year? Yes or no, bruh? A woman has been arrested after threatening Taco Bell workers with a gun over a long wait for food. Probably Florida, most likely. Purdue Foods is suing a competitor alleging that they copied its viral 6-7 chicken nuggets. The lawsuit claims that the similarities has caused consumer confusion, caused Purdue show space at a major retailer. Yeah, we're the first in our generation to see some shit like this, by the way. We're the first in our generation to ever see some shit like this, bro. Nobody else has seen this before, bro. Let's see, for our next story today, FIFA confirms they will allow pride flags inside Seattle Stadium for Friday's Egypt versus Iran World Cup match despite formal objections from both nations. The game falls during Seattle Pride weekend, and FIFA says rainbow flags are permitted as an expression of human rights under its stadium rules and shit like those, bro. Yo, I'm not gonna lie though, they can't do nothing about this, even though like the shit is outlawed in their countries. If Egypt and Iran are really about it and shit like those, bro, then they're forfeit. They just won't come and shit like those. If y'all are really about this motherfucking lifestyle and shit like those, bro, they just forfeit or just won't come and shit like those. You feel me? If y'all, or, you know, if niggas is about it. Otherwise, you know, it's not gonna be that deep. Y'all care about Charlotte Hornets have now traded LaMelo Ball to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Y'all care about those and shit like those. Indy Navarrete from Obsession says she didn't land any acting roles for a year and a half after filming Obsession. It has since become the biggest movie of the summer, grossing over $220 million since its release. Have y'all seen Obsession? Yes or no? And if so, how'd y'all feel about the movie and shit? No, you haven't? Y'all really haven't seen Obsession and shit like those, bro? That shit was kind of like that. I ain't gonna lie to you though, bro. It's kind of like that though. Now, for our motherfucking weather and traffic report today. Now, 4th of July is coming up, and I want to go ahead and give y'all like big news that is coming up. So, due to the amount of fireworks that will be in the stratosphere from July 4th onwards, it is going to be a heat wave that is going to hit America like never before. And you might be wondering what I'm talking about. Approximately, we're looking at 128 degrees at hottest, 95 degrees at lowest. So the temperature is going to be very high. Expect to dress lightly, dress accordingly, and have water and other fluids available if you need it, because the fireworks are going to cause different temperature changes in the next coming weeks and everything like that. Go research. Now for traffic, now due to the World Cup and everything like that, the World Cup has actually added at least 80% traffic into the American traffic system and shit like that, meaning that traffic is going to see a greater increase until the World Cup motherfucking ends and shit like those. But anyways though, I'm Chet Goldstein and shit like those. See y'all later, niggas. Y'all got school tomorrow.